Hello there, I'm Natasha Koo, the founder of Feminine Space, and welcome to day 7 of this beautiful journey to redefine womanhood. Now today we are at the very end, not of the series, but of the 3-part video. How do we redefine what it means to be powerful and strong as women? So let's dive straight into it. In the last video, we talked all about rebelling by trying to prove that we are strong, we are powerful, whether it's by, going for a really difficult or challenging career or trying to climb the corporate ladder, to all the time with the intention of trying to feel good enough and trying to prove something. And I said that, with this method, we're not really going to be able to tap into that fullness. We still might feel the void because it's not the job, it's not in reaching these goals that we are going to feel powerful. It's within ourselves. And today in this video, I want to share with you the divergence, which is the complete different way that some women tend to live out when they are influenced early on in life, or they've seen this or experienced this in their life, where a woman is very giving, very nurturing, very loving, and they then kind of tend to keep this going. However, it might not be their dream, but they feel a sense that they must give to others. They must give and please others first, and they must allow everyone around them to be happy first before they are able to. And what ends up happening as a pattern is that we begin to live for others. So the family becomes our primary goal. We begin to pretty much choose different aspects and choices in our lives because of the wishes of others. And we might do all of this just unconsciously, right? But in the end, what we get is this patchwork of all the responsibility that is really someone else's, yet we're taking it on, we think it's important, and we do it all. And what ends up happening is that we may feel really drained, really tired, really exhausted, but at the same time not feeling good, powerful, or strong because we don't feel acknowledged, because we feel like we're doing it for everyone else, but why don't they appreciate me? Why don't they care, right? Why don't they care that I'm sacrificing everything? And what ends up happening is that we might hold this resentment, and we might feel these negative emotions like rage coming up within ourselves that just begins to bubble over, and we're not able to contain it at really inconvenient moments of our lives. But that might bubble over, and we might just outburst and start saying how dare you, make a mess when I've just cleaned up everything. Or you might start creating certain demands and become bitter towards the ones you love or the ones that you're giving to, because you feel like you're not getting that in return. The love, the care, that value that you thought you would get in return, because you're doing this for everyone, right? So similar to the scenario or the case that I talked about in the last video, this is something that, to be honest, is very similar, even though the expression is very different. Because in this case, you are saying yes to everything. You are unable to hold back and identify the boundary of what is your wish and what is someone else's wish. You become so entangled that you believe that everyone else's happiness or life is truly yours, and for you to manage, to yours to give to maintain. Yet the only thing that we can really be responsible for is our lives. But when we feel like we're sacrificing and we're living for everyone else, but they're not doing it for us, even a little bit, you might get a lot of bitterness and pain inside of you. And in this same way, when you kind of reach the end of doing everything for everyone else, and this could go on for decades, or maybe this is something you see in your mother or within yourself, it can take a toll. And the inner self is almost as if it's getting suffocated by all the tasks, all the things that you are subjecting yourself to and that you are signing up for, and everything that you feel you are responsible for. And in the end, you might feel the weight of the world on you, like you have to control everything, that you have to manage everything, and that you have to get everything right. And that gets more and more difficult, because no matter how much we manage, no matter how happy we try to make our family or those we love, and how much we try to overgive and show others that we care and that we're living for them and that we're sacrificing for them, that does not lead to power within ourselves. And that does not lead to feeling strong from within us. Because we're still trying to get something from someone else, right? So kind of comparing it to the last video where we're trying to be an alpha female and our intention is to prove something. Here, it's almost like we're diving underneath to rise up. So we're using this tactic of trying to give so much that others will love us, right? We're trying to still have power over others in a way where it's underneath our love, underneath our care, underneath our overgiving. But at the same time, we're trying to feel like that we do have control over people in our lives or what's happening around us, when in fact that's completely out of our control, right? So in a sense, this intention of just trying to say yes to everything, trying to do everything right for everyone else, it leads to the same thing. It leads to the emptiness within when we feel and allow ourselves to feel that truly that is not where the power lies. It doesn't lie within our family. It does not lie in how well of a housewife we are, how great of a friend or daughter we are. It lies within us. So if this is something that you're living, a pattern that you begin to see in your life, then take a moment and ask yourself, does this feel good? And does this replenish the feminine energy within you? Because where in the last video, the very professional, that amazing, like overachieving woman, she is suppressing that masculine self. Well, this one, it's being very loving, very gentle, very kind, very caring, but overly. So there's an overexertion and extension of the self, and there's no more boundaries, and that is very dangerous. And you spread yourself more and more thin to the point where it's hard to recognize what it is that you truly want. But the moment we begin to see that, oh, my priorities are out of order, I've been putting so much faith and so much power into someone else's hands to make me happy, to make me feel powerful, right? Because of the overgiving I'm doing. The moment you realize that, you have the power back in your hands. And you're able then now to decide, is this what I want? And you're now able to redefine what it means to be a woman and what feeling powerful and feeling strong actually means. So is it something that you want to feel from within you? Do you wish to feel strong and powerful even if there's no one around you? Even if you're not doing so much and giving so much value, do you still, or can you still feel like that you're of value, right? Or even of infinite value, that you're really irreplaceable. Not because of how much you give and what you do, because of who you truly are. And that's something that no one else can replace. Now, the moment we begin to recognize that, our true beauty, our true self within ourselves, reconnect to that power, reconnect to that strength. And the moment we do, people around us are able to see that. And when we connect to our power and our strength from within, and we begin to listen and respect what is here, we're able to set the boundaries and then be able to choose what it is that we actually wish to live out in this world. And also getting in touch with this inner power, you're able then to, it's really interesting, you're going to gain a lot more energy, you're going to have a lot more power than before to do the things you actually want, right? Because it's never about what you're doing, but the intentions behind it, the energy behind it. Because if it's aligned with you're still able to love and give and care to your family or to the ones around you. You're just more able to give to your dreams and your true heart desires, because that's what you're meant here to do anyways. And you will feel a lot of energy and space will open up if you allow that power to pass through you. and you activate the power within you to say yes or no and to commit yourself to the things that actually serve you, that actually feel good to you. So in some way, you're also tapping into the masculine energy to draw the line, to be disciplined, and to listen to what feels right and be focused more on what it is that you want to fill your life with. And in turn, you're going to feel a lot more powerful, a lot stronger, not because you depend on giving to others, but because you're coming from a place of inner power to serve others again. So I hope that this video has really helped you, and especially this 3-video series, because it gives you an understanding of, what have the feminine been through, the feminine energy been through over this course of time, and how do we deal with this oppression or the sadness that could be within our bodies just because of the history and because of the mother or the role models in our life. And what can we do to help ourselves redefine what power and strength means to us, even if we've been living one extreme rebellion or divergence to be an extremely overachieving, goal-setting alpha female, or we have this intention to keep overgiving and to just care for everyone but ourselves. No matter which way you have gone, you always have the choice to come back to who you are. The power was always there. It's not like we forget about it, we forgot to recognize it and it's gone. It's always waiting for us to reclaim, and most of all, it's always for us to redefine. So know that the power or the strength or what it means to be a woman for yourself is for you to find out, discover, and live. It's not something that is given to you and that you have to do because it's been what you've been told. So I hope that you enjoyed this 3-part video talking about power and how we can find that for ourselves again as women. It's really so exciting, and I hope that you've gained a lot from this. So there's going to be many more videos coming up for this Redefining Womanhood series, but I feel like you're already doing a really great job, and if you have questions, never ever hesitate to ask me at natasha@femininenspace.com. I would love to help you further if you need anything, or if this video series has already made a huge difference in your life. Send me an email, let me know, and also comment below about, well, this huge divergence, right? Are you on the extreme? Are you in the middle? Are you on the other end? How do you experience power and strength? What have you seen growing up? What do you see it as now? And maybe what this video has inspired you to take a look at now that you've kind of heard the many faces that power and our internal responses can be to being a woman and trying to be powerful. Because the thing is, we never have to try to be powerful. We just gotta surrender and let that come up. But more on that in another video, just for you, right? So make sure to subscribe, comment below, and like this video if this has made a difference in your life. And I'll be back again the next weekday, because I'll be here 5 days a week for you, giving you lots of goodies, lots of these amazing videos, so that we can form a movement to begin to redefine womanhood for ourselves. So I'm Natasha, and I'm out of here. See you another day, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the power and the strength that is already within you. Bye!